Hi, this is Angelina with the second part of the twin flame reading for the people who chose the swans. Let me see if the no, that's gonna should work. Right. Let me get going with that. The first position is the core energy of the connection. Hang about, I do want to lower it a little bit. Sorry. Yeah. And there is a bit of glare because I need the lights on. It's starting to get dark, but I do want to get this reading done. The core energy, Kutumi, ascended from the Ascended Masters, Kutumi, and forgiving and learning from the Romance Angels. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there is healing to be done, which is more, I feel, more important at the moment in the connection than reuniting, so to speak. Both have to do healing, and one booklet. I'm sorry, I'm fumbling around. I have to ease into it. For Kutumi, is about not getting distracted, focusing, concentrating, saying no to things that distract you from what you have to do. And I think it's also for motivation. You can call on Kutumi for motivation, also concentration. It's also about prioritizing and the higher meaning of life. And at the moment, I think that is all about you and the other person having to do some healing, learning as well, growing and healing. So that is the core energy of the connection at this moment. It's not always like that, but at this moment, the moment that you're watching this, and not the moment of recording, that is the core energy that, of what's going on in the connection for both of you, which is probably also why you are in separation, because you need to do this, and then likely you will have to do that separately. So we're going to look into that as well. Why do you need this separation? Then we have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Atamis, the Queen of Swords, and communication from the Earth Wisdom deck. And I think communication is a thing here, because the Queen of Swords is about expressing your truth, cutting away the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, so you stand in your power, you are your true authentic self, and your thoughts and ideas and things are not clouded by emotions. You can see things for what they truly are. But then there is Five of Wands, and there is still some struggle going on. And because this is about, since this is about you, why you need this separation, I feel that this is an inner struggle. Yeah, something going on the inside, and that you need to work out still. And that could also be about working together and cooperating and finding your own truth, your own way of doing things. But this is what you're going through, what you have to go through in order to get here to being the Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, to be able to stand in your power and to express your truth, and to not be clouded by emotions anymore. And when you're still here, then it is in the way, that is in the way, there is opposition. it's a bit of me versus you, but it can also be internal. And the communication, I will have to look that up. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more on the Five of Wands that resonates with this reading. Yeah, competing. Maybe you're still indeed competitive. It's also possible. It's also part of that. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure whether it resonates for you or not. It is also possible that there is some control in this, that because you are not balanced on the inside, you have this power struggle that you. This can also be with the other person, with your twin flame, that you are trying to control it too much, have it the way you want it, and that of course is not going to work. That's not going to work, because then things are not equal and they're not balanced. So you're still going through this. And let me see the communication from the Earth Wisdom deck. Communication is key with other humans perhaps, but more importantly with your spirit guides and teachers. Practice your listening and speaking skills, both in this physical world and in the spiritual realm. There is much that you need to say, and even more that you need to hear to strengthen your relationship with spirit. And the affirmation that comes with that is, I am a skilled communicator. I speak with clarity and kindness. I listen attentively, without prejudice and prejudgment. I ask questions and cultivate curiosity. So that's what this is leading up to. If you can sort this bit out, if you can come to terms with that and get to the Queen, then you can also come here, because this is communication with the smoke is going up and there's all these creatures in there. I'm not sure if you can see that. And so it's communication with spirit, but I also feel your higher self. And this is also balance. There is this double spiral here on the standing stone. And it's also about balance. And this is still quite a process, because the moon it's a new moon, so the moon still has to wax and get full. So this is just the beginning of this process, I feel. So it might take a bit more time for you to get through this, to get ready. But it has a lot to do with these being able to cooperate and not feeling you have to defend yourself. So that means you need to have confidence, a good self-esteem, otherwise you cannot be open to cooperating, and the ego is going to be in the way. So I feel this is you're still being a bit defensive. You have to learn to cooperate and know that that is fine, and get rid, so the inner struggles, well, they cease basically, and then you can be your authentic you, and then that communication. And clearly you cannot do that in union, but this is why you need the separation at this moment in time, to learn that. And why do they need the separation, and we have the Three of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Earth Wisdom card says there is a transformation. And with this I do feel that they just need to be by themselves now to manifest something that matters to them, that they have been working on so hard, and it's really important to them, and it brings them joy. And it's just at this moment, because this is also celebration, harmony, balance, could also be connection with your higher self. Somehow in this reading I feel this is more enjoying life, and yeah, basically that, enjoying life, that bit. I feel the other person is at the moment not ready, not willing either to be committed, because they need this time to be free, so to speak, to work on what it is they want to achieve. That can be material something, but also be a inner thing that they're working on. And yeah, there is a transformation, and that's already happening, I feel, because here the moon is waning. So this is already happening, this transformation. They're already going through this transformation. And there is a triquetra, or a hangabout. Let me look up what that means according to the this deck. Threefold spiral. The mystical power of three creates power through transformation and growth. Right, so that's why it's on there. You probably can't see that, it's too dark for that, I think, but it is there. And so is, there's an amethyst on that pedestal, and I think that's why he or she, the other person, your twin flame, needs this separation, because they need this time off, so to speak, from any responsibilities and stuff. They just need to be free, so they can work on whatever it is that they are manifesting. And that's very playful. It always feels to me as if these, I think it's lilacs, but I'm not entirely sure, are kind of like playfully peeping around the corner there. And this man, he's having a lot of fun as well, and he's very skilled. He's very skilled, and he's enjoying what he's doing. Your twin flame just needs time right now. He needs to be free from responsibilities and commitments to be able to go through this transformation. So in a way I feel that he is further along the process than you are. Because for you the moon was waxing, so you were just entering this process of what you have to go through. And for them, the moon is already waning. But this is why they need the separation. Right, next one. How the other person would feel right now in this moment of time of coming together with you. And we have the King of Wands, Two of Atames, and the King of Pentacles. Peculiar to have two kings in the set. Yeah, again, this can be a commitment, but I think I'm saying he, but if you're a male, of course it can also be a she. I'm sorry, it's just force of habit. The other person, your twin flame, can also be committed to this process he's going through, and whatever it is he's manifesting or wanting to do, what he's learning. And I feel that he is quite happy to be here. And he's not really against coming together, or he's not holding a grudge or anything. I mean, he looks happy and content, but that's about it. I don't feel that at this moment in time he is interested in any relationship for that matter. Not really, no. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe your twin flame is in relationship with someone else, I don't know, but I strongly feel that this person is single and happy to be single, just simply not interested in commitments, because he has to go through this transformation and not having too many responsibilities. I do feel he is open to communication, because this card is about compromising, negotiations, but again, I see that he is not at this moment in time willing to it's difficult to explain. There is this wall in between the fields, and basically these men are talking about which field they are going to work first, or not together, or that's what they are negotiating. And there's this wall in between those two fields. One is yours and the other is his, or the twin flames, the other twin flames. And I do not feel this king is interested in tearing that wall down and making it one field like union. He wants to keep that wall there, but he is interested. He'd be okay to communicate. That's what I feel. He would be interested in that, but don't expect anything much. Don't expect a full-blown relationship or commitment to come from that. Because also here, the King of Pentacles, he's quite established, he's quite happy, he's got everything sussed. That's what he's working towards. Here with the Pentacles 8 and the transformation of having that all, and he's not moving either, he's just sitting there, quite chubby. So he's open, he's kind and gentle. So again, the communication possibly, but I think that's about it. Don't expect commitment at the moment. I'm so sorry. What is it that is stopping him from making that commitment? Well, basically we already answered that with that question up there, because he's working on something and he needs to be free mentally, emotionally, and there's nothing against you. You shouldn't take that personally, because it's not personally. He just needs that freedom in his mind, in his head at the moment to go through the transformation. That's not personal, so please do not take it that way. What is stopping him is this is also balance again, trying to find a balance. He's not sure. And the 10 of swords, 10 of armies, as something is coming to an end. Again, this is this process that he's going through, and it's quite an intense process, and he's gaining a lot of wisdom because of that. But he's just not. He hasn't got his own things sussed yet, so he hasn't got anything to offer at this moment in time. He's not balanced enough yet. He's got all these other things going, and so he's just not ready. He's simply just not ready. He can't offer you anything at this moment, and I feel that is mostly emotional, because he just can't. He just can't. He hasn't got the space. He's still going through this transformation, this process, and that is really intense. It's almost like he can't handle anything else next to that. Maybe that's why he's also having these 3 of cups here, because he needs to have some relaxation, Otherwise he can't can't make it. Can't always be working and thinking, and he's just not ready. He hasn't got anything much to offer at the moment to you. Next one. What awaits you in love if you were to let go of your dreams and expectations? I'm not talking about letting go of your twin flame, of the connection, just your dreams, expectations and hopes, and you know, focusing on it so much. That's basically what I mean. So in a way, it is moving on with life. What is it that is waiting for you? Let me see. Right, new life reversed. There is still some wounding and things you gotta have to deal with. There was something very interesting about that card hanging out. I will have to look that up. I think it was sometimes find that easier. Oh yeah, territorial. This basically, let me start here. This card is basically, according to the booklet, says that you're, I'm not sure if you can see, I'll hold it up, the healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That there is something you have to forgive your parents for that is affecting your love life, but I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, because it could be for some of you. The romance angels see that you'd benefit from releasing old anger towards one or both of your parents. That's because your feelings about your parents influence your choice of romantic partner and the way in which you deal with relationships. You can ask the angels to help you forgive them. And forgiving someone doesn't mean that you endorse his or her behavior. It is actually more a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and body. When you find inner peace with your parents, you'll no longer need to attract unhealthy relationship patterns and partners as a way of healing family emotional wounds. All of your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself, will benefit. So if that does stir something up inside of you, it might be worthwhile looking into that, because indeed the way our relationship with our parents is or was, or the way their relationship was, influences us in our relationships and how we deal with partners and how we see relationships. It can also be about releasing poor self-esteem and feeling unworthy and that sort of thing. So there is, at least, it's very, yes, just there's healing needed to here if that comes up. And this, let me feel, so I just lost the connection a little bit. This also speaks of wounding and still being defensive a bit. Could even be territorial. And I think actually that you're not willing to move on. That's what I'm getting from this. It's like this sprite here is coming to tell you, like, well, come on, have fun, enjoy life, move on, let go a bit more. And you're looking at it like, well, just sod off, you know. I don't want that. I'm gonna stand here at this table, and you know, you can whisper or whatever all you want, but I'm not going to move, I'm not going to change. And this too, it's, I feel reluctance to change, to grow. Funny that comes up in the position with the question of what awaits you if you let go. I think you are just simply not willing to even go there, which is fine. You have to be ready for these things. You can't force that, but then still there is healing to be done, whether you let go and move on or not. And if you do not work on that, you will carry that vibration, these unhealed issues, in the connection with your twin flame. So that could in the end work against you. So I would advise you to, even though you do not wish to let go of your dreams and your hopes, then at least work on any issues, healing them. Look into that. What relationship patterns you've got, old patterns that don't serve you, maybe even caused a separation with your twin flame to happen. If there's any such pattern, try to release that, work on it, so you heal. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting from this. The new, but I will read that. New life, reversed, 39, that's a protection message. If it comes out upright, it's new life, but it's reversed. And then it's a protection message. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit that you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all, and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. So, yeah. No rushing. You can't rush this. But you will have to work on it. I do feel that. You know, you really have to work on any issues. Look at the old patterns, limiting thoughts and beliefs that maybe stem from your childhood, from your parents, things you copied, behavior or whatever. Look at patterns you have in relationships, or if the other message from this card rings true, the low self-esteem, work on that and take your time. Don't you know, that's what this card says. New life has its own timetable. Trust in that. Then that one is is advice. Co-create and wide open. Co-create is it's just a wonderful card. I love both these cards actually. But this is a saying that it's right now a good time to co-create, and you do that with your thoughts, your feelings, and your energy basically attracts what you get, and this is also really positive. I'll read a bit from the book for you about that card. I might clarify things a little bit more. Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, or whatever you name your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thoughts and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirits. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. So maybe if you are really maybe struggling with this bit, the healing and the letting go and all that stuff, it might help you to look at your life. I find that really beautiful. If you see your life as art, as an artwork, and know that you co-create it, that means you have control. You can Bob Ross used to say, the television painter, right? He used to always say, like, it's your world. You can, you can paint anything and do anything. It's your world. And it is. So maybe if you look at it as a blank canvas, well, not blank, as a canvas with art. Maybe you're into different things, not painting, but pottery or whatever. Look at your life as art and know that you co-create it. Gives you an awful lot of power. And this is just beautiful, wide open. The woman on top of that, yeah, whatever you call that, rock, or let's go with rock. And she's just out there. Everyone can see her. She's got her arms wide open, and she's okay with being seen. She can receive because she's open. All her chest, her entire front area, all her chakras, her heart, everything is open. So she's willing to give and receive, and it's a wonderful place to be. I think this has also a lot to do with heart chakra, because the dress is green. And yeah, together that's really beautiful. Be more positive. See your life as a work of art, where you have control, and go live your life. I do feel that. Even if you're not willing to let go of this connection or move on from it or whatever, you don't have to. I'm not telling you you should, but at least try to enjoy things. Be open to giving and receiving. I'm just feeling. Maybe you should go out in nature. I just suddenly, I'm so sorry, I just suddenly get this feeling of you going out there and standing like that even. I hope you can see it, with your arms wide open in the woods or a park or on the beach, wherever you like to be, and just breathe, just like letting go of his burden. I don't feel for you this is about being open and going out there and receiving and giving with other people and mingling, and I feel it's more like going in to a place in nature where you really feel you can be, and just be, breathe, and just like just let it all go, and bask in the sunlight and breathe in fresh air. I find it gets centered a bit more again. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Let me know if it resonates with you. Then we have this. What is the best possible thing that is? Jesus, how do you translate that? Can't remember how I phrased it in the other reading. The best possible thing at this moment within this connection. To be fair, I must say And this is another card. In itself, it's okay, but I just don't like it. For some reason or other, this woman, the way she looks, the colour or whatever you call that, she reminds me of a queen in Alice in Wonderland, I think. I don't know why. I don't like Alice in Wonderland either, by the way. But so I seriously do not like that card. So I am going to find my booklet so I can read to you what it is telling you, because I don't know. Some of these cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck I do know, but not this one. The best possible thing in this connection is balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, and the law of cause and effect. Let me see. I'm going to go for the relationship message, because basically it is about the connection, the relationship, so to speak. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. So I think, again, well, basically about communication, listening, being fair in the communication, being heard, but also listening to the other, so you hear him and value him or her. I think this ties in with what I said earlier, that communication between you is possible, likely already happening or still happening, but yeah, then yeah, be fair in the communication, and that's basically all that is possible then at this very moment. Have balance in that, because she has these scales, she's carrying these scales, so it has to be really fair, right? So that's all in all not bad. And then let's see what does he truly feel deep down in his heart. Isn't that peculiar? There is again Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Oh yeah, that was the explanation card for that. Four of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And well, if this is your twin flame, then you are standing there. And Four of Pentacles is basically someone who is a bit scared, he's holding on too tight, he's scared to get out of his comfort zone. It's basically usually comes down to insecurity. But I feel at this moment, and this is, sorry, I feel what he wants, what he's working on, his dreams, hopes, the future, but at the moment he is not wanting to share that with you. He is too scared to share that with you. So he's got these hopes and dreams and things for the future and goals, but somehow he feels he can't share that with you. Not because of you, there's something in him. He wants to keep that hidden from you. You can see that, I hope, on the camera, on the card, these lighter spots here. Those pentacles used to be there, and now you are standing there in front of that door, and he's quickly hiding them there on the chimney, so you won't see them, sort of thing. That's how it always makes me feel. So he doesn't want you to know about that. His deeper core being is afraid to share that with you. I feel he would want that. I feel he would want that in a way, but he doesn't. He's too scared. He feels too vulnerable to do that. I wonder if you even know about his dreams and goals and hopes for the future. I think he's been holding that back from you. I think not because he doesn't want you to know, but he feels maybe, you know, like people can be insecure to share something that's really deep, or you know, maybe he fears to be ridiculed or laughed at, or yeah, you know, that sort of thing. The total irrational fear, but that sort of thing. So it's not anything to do with you really. He's afraid of sharing that with you, and then the reason for that is, again, he hasn't got his stuff himself yet. Maybe he's a bit of a Mr. Perfect, that he wants to have everything sorted before he shares it. Also based, if that is the case, also based on insecurity, trying to be perfect, wanting everything to look perfect before he actually shows it to the rest of the world, you know, not wanting anyone to know about it until he knows himself that everything's worked out, every tiny little detail, and maybe whatever it is, he is not ready yet. He's simply not ready yet to share these dreams with you. I do feel he actually would like that, but he is not ready yet. He just needs more space to get through that. And so do you, because you have plenty of healing to do as well. Yeah, well, that's it, the reading. I hope that resonated. I hope it helped you in to get a bit more understanding of what could be going on at the moment. There is a lot of healing going on both sides, for you as well, and for your twin flame. And well, that was the vibe of the connection, of your connection as well at this moment in time, forgiving and learning and releasing and healing the past, so you can experience more love in your present moment, and prioritizing. And well, at the moment, this process, the healing, is the priority for both of you, I feel. So, well, please leave me some feedback so I know if it resonated with you guys. And then I hope to see you soon. And by all means, do not despair, because this is just right now. This can all change, right? This is not a status quo at all, right? So please don't get sad or anything. Just yeah, keep your chin up. Wishing you an awful lot of love and light, and then I will have to do the ones in the middle with the messages of encouragement separately, because I'm not going to make that anymore. My battery is about to die. Okay, well, then I'm wishing you a lot of love and light. If you're interested in these positive messages, these are all just positive messages of encouragement of what you can do right now if you feel a bit down in this entire situation and connection. Then please check the third part of the twin flame separation reading. I'm sorry, yeah, my battery just can't record that much. I need a better camera. For now, a lot of love and light, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.